guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Allison if you're new here, and today we're going to be renovating an apartment in Evergreen Harbor for a teen / college mom and her toddler, and possibly a spouse or a significant other of some sort. I didn't quite imagine. I was like half imagining that it was a couple, but then like half imagining it wasn't. So not quite sure if it is a single mom or if it's not. Or honestly, when I was like editing, I was like, it's probably like not the person she had the baby with, but like she has a boyfriend kind of thing. But that's kind of where I was going. But I imagine she was like an art student, and she just really enjoyed that, and she ended up having a baby like right out of high school, and then she's just kind of finishing up her degree now, so she's like a young adult. But that's about most of the backstory. Just a toddler now, like I said. I built this a little bit ago, not too long ago, but honestly it's a lot of bold colors, and it's something I don't do a lot, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this one. It came together like pretty quickly, and I started in the kitchen, which I guess is something I normally do. I'm not quite sure where I usually start. I usually just kind of like pick around, and I'm like whatever I feel most inspired to do in that exact moment. And for me at this given time, I guess it was the kitchen. And I used these yellow cabinets from Dream Home Decorator, which is something I like never do. And it honestly took me 2 minutes like to find this rug, and that was like 2 minutes like sped up because I could not figure out what kind of rug I wanted. But I ended up getting one from, I think it was the backyard stuff kit, and I ended up putting this here. And I loved this little eat-in kitchen area. Like it's like very unformal, like not formal. But I really liked how it turned out with like the high chair and then the 2 seats. And I never used those tiny living chairs either, just because I think they're so bulky, and I'm like, that chair does not slide in. And if a chair doesn't slide in my opinion, I'm like, well, they're not going to have it because it doesn't slide in. But I guess like people have chairs that don't slide in, and it's just my like perceived I don't know, like assumption that they don't, and because I just prefer all my chairs to slide in. But we're cluttering up this table, and I really like how the clutter turned out. And that painting above the table, I imagined she didn't paint that one herself. When we go into the living room area, you'll see there's a stack of paintings that I imagine that's kind of her artistic style. But then like there's like 3 paintings around this place. There's one in the kitchen, one in the bathroom, and then one in her bedroom that I imagine like one of her friends from university painted. Like they kind of do like a exchange where it's kind of like, all right, and they do that like maybe once a semester. They like alternate who gets whose, because they're like, well, I kind of like your painting, and so it's kind of just like a trade. And as you'll see, I almost placed a tea machine in this apartment, but I like caught myself, and I was like, I'm always placing tea machines in apartments. Why don't I place like a coffee maker? Because like, I don't know, I guess in my head, like when I play The Sims, like whenever I have a coffee maker, my Sims always autonomously make coffee, and it literally drives me crazy because I'm like, oh my god, we don't need to be sending 8 simoleons on a pot of coffee that's gonna spoil in like 2 days. Like, this is not good. But I guess I never play with a tea machine, so then I don't have those same feelings towards a tea machine. Another thing that I don't use a lot is both that end table, or like the TV stand, I guess, and then these couches from the Nifty Knitting Pack. I like never use them because they have such bold colors, but I was like, I'm going to embrace it. I kind of went with a blue, yellow, and pink color scheme in this place, and it really turned out. I really liked how it ended up. Oh my goodness, words are hard. It shouldn't be this hard, but I haven't talked this much today yet. I was supposed to go to, like, a job fair today, so I'm not at student teaching, but then the job fair got canceled because of bad weather, and it's literally, like, sunny outside, so I'm like, okay, whatever. But I, like, already had the day off of student teaching, so I'm like, I'm just gonna relax, sleep in a tiny bit, and work on some coursework, and kind of edit this video and kind of not worry about it last night, because usually on Tuesday nights I'm like trying to finish up the video for Wednesday. But that is the artwork that I imagined she did. I'm very sorry if you can hear anything that is happening in the background. I'm not in like the back corner of my apartment and I just heard a bang, but it's neither of my cats, so it's probably coming outside of the apartment. But a lot of the furniture that I imagine that this, I laugh because it's like, you're just like worried about something and now you're just jumping back. But anyway, a lot of the furniture that is around this apartment, I imagine she either thrifted or got from like IKEA, or I don't know. I imagine she did a lot of like things herself. Like I imagine that the table maybe she like made in one of her classes, and like she maybe like reupholstered these couches that she found at the flea market, and like these curtains she found thrifting one day. I just kind of imagine she was very like eclectic, but not really like eclectic, kind of like a more low-key eclecticism or something. And I also did light switches. I know that's a hot topic for me to talk about, is whether I want to use light switches or not. But I believe every room has a light switch. I also use I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, I also used the broom from Realm of Magic as opposed to the broom from Laundry Day stuff, so that's a little different. And I also left the phone and keys by the front door because I was like, maybe she's not like she can't be as wrapped. Oh my goodness, she can't be as wrapped up with her phone because she has a toddler, right? So like she probably just like sets it there and forgets about it. I'm very sorry that my throat feels like it's like needs to like I need a cough, but also like I can't cough. I'm doing a voiceover, and yeah, so we're just gonna work through this together. And oh, another thing, I put like the children's artwork thing up in the kitchen, and then there's this plate, and I put some cards over on the bookshelf, and I imagine that her toddler is like also kind of into art or is trying to be like mom, and so I really like that cute touch. And all these little toys sprawled about the apartment and some clutter. And I also imagine that she was in the like art club, like her and her friends. It's kind of just like their own art club. But yeah, I like never do anything for university, like college students, and I'm literally a college student, so like I should be most motivated to like do stuff in my own age group or age frame, however you want to say it. But this bathroom, honestly, when I was doing the floor plan, I'm like, that bathroom is huge. That bathroom is big enough to be a bedroom. But I really liked the size of it when I was decorating. And I was like, I have room for like everything. I have room for a washer and dryer. I have room for a tub shower combo. I have room for a double vanity. I have room for a toilet. And I have room for a toddler potty. Like, I got everything in this bathroom that like you could basically want. And I was like, that's probably what happens when you like, and it's literally what, like 2 squares bigger than what I would normally make my bathroom, and it can fit like all this other stuff. Oh wait, maybe it's not 2 squares. Maybe it is. It's double the size, I think, actually. Hold on. Yeah, it's double the size. JK. Because I'd usually make a 3x2, and this is like a 4x3. Yeah. So it's not quite double the size, but pretty close. Anyway, I imagine that the toddler was really into unicorns, so I liked putting like the unicorn towel and then the little mat in front of the toddler potty. I thought was kind of cute because it makes them feel like they have their own little rug. But yeah, we're just kind of cluttering up. Always have to have the little rubber ducky in the bathtub and a little what is that called? A rug. And then this is I'll get another piece of artwork that I imagine was kind of like a different style. So I imagined it was maybe one of her friend's pieces. And now we're into the toddler's room, and honestly, it took me forever to figure out the layout that I wanted in this toddler room, but I cut out a lot of it because there was like, I don't know, like probably 5 minutes of like footage of me just trying to figure out what dresser I wanted and where I wanted it to go, and it was ridiculous, but now it's not as ridiculous. But I do love making these little changing tables. And I like trying to like make them different. So, like usually I'd use the Laundry Day Ottoman, but I think I used the City Living one with this one, and I kind of like how it turned out. I think it's a little different, a little more interesting, not to like do the same thing over and over again, but I like putting some of the similar items. Like I think did I put a bottle on it? No, I just put like hand soap and diapers and like some of the tubes from the bathroom clutter kit and then a birth certificate. I love putting those in the room because I think that it's like one of the most realistic things in my opinion to hang up, even though like my birth certificate was never hanging up in my room. I think that it just works really well, and it's kind of like a generic thing to hang up. Oh, and I never saw that these like the shapes that came in the bathroom clutter kit decals, and I loved adding those to this build. And another thing that I did that I really liked was like sizing up and like layering these two rugs to have like a fluffy rug and then like one over the top, which was, I thought it came out to be really cute. And I like never layer rugs because it never works the way I want it to, but in this room it ended up working how I wanted it to. So that was really nice. And then I threw down the toy clutter because I thought about giving her a dollhouse, but then I was like, she has like that dollhouse from the Tiny Campers. It was the camper clutter kit. I honestly have no idea what the name of that one is. But I end up giving a little couch in here too, which I thought was kind of weird, but I was like, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, she's old, like the toddler's like older now, so they don't need like a rocking chair in here per se, but kind of a place where like maybe they cuddle up together and they read a book, or maybe mom takes a nap if the toddler's not feeling well. But yeah, now we're going into the mom's room. But so this is where I kind of was like, I don't quite know like how exactly to decorate it, because I don't know, it was just, I don't know, I felt like this bedroom was like very hard for me to like get the exact style that I wanted down, because I don't know, I guess I just imagined that it was very artistic, like the sim was very artsy. But anyway, I should wrap up this voiceover because we're literally just about done. And if you'd like to download this apartment, it is available on the Sims 4 gallery under my origin ID, alisonlogue, or under hashtag alpalsgames. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see some more videos, because I'll be back here on Sunday with another speed build. All right, bye!